We're on. Welcome to Friday at Out of My Head on YouTube and BitChute.
I like BitChute. They don't censor me.
That's what we're going to talk about today.
And that's as far as I know of what we're going to talk about. So, KMO, please tell me what's going on.
Well, I haven't done extensive research, but apparently there's a writer at Vox named
Carlos
Maza, I think it is. And there is a YouTuber named something Crowder, Steven Crowder.
I like Steven.
You do? Okay. See, I had never heard of Steven or Carlos before before this erupted, and YouTube announced, and this is how it came to me. YouTube sent out a notification to YouTube creators saying, look, we've changed the rules. We no longer allow conspiracy theories, and we no longer allow, what do they call it? Supremacist content. So I thought, they don't allow conspiracy theories anymore. What's the king conspiracy theory? What's the uber conspiracy theory? I mean, if you're going to check the status of conspiracy theories on YouTube, what are you going to type in?
Probably aliens.
Flat Earth.
Oh.
Flat Earth is
I never paid any attention to those guys.
Uber conspiracy, because it insists that anybody who has anything to do with geology or meteorology or cartography, I mean, all of these different sciences, lots of different people have, they have this working assumption that the Earth is what do they call it?
Spheroid.
Well, it's an oblate spheroid. Not quite a sphere, but anyway.
It's not quite a sphere. It's got bumps. It's a little bit longer one way than the other.
Well, it spins.
That too.
Yeah. So I checked. And do you think that flat Earth content has been banished from YouTube?
No.
No. Well, what else? You said aliens. Okay, so the conspiracy theory that the government has known about an alien presence on Earth for the past half century or more, that they have crashed UFOs at Area 51 and possibly some alien bodies. Has that content been expunged from YouTube?
I can say for certainty without even looking, it has not, because that's YouTube's biggest ad seller right now.
So what else did I look for?
Do we have 9/11? Are they still up there?
Oh, I didn't check on 9/11. I didn't think of that. Can you believe it? So anyway, no, YouTube has not cracked down on conspiracy theories. They have cracked down on a particular variety of conspiracy theory, but really what they're doing is they're picking their targets and then trying to come up with some sort of generalized description that would allow them to punish particular people without it coming across as them punishing particular people. So their most recent attempt is they're banishing conspiracy theories. Now, it is, you will get kicked off for saying that Sandy Hook didn't happen.
I'm just saying, is there video evidence of Sandy Hook happening? Also, it happened, as far as I'm aware. I have no reason to disbelieve it happened. But what's wrong with questioning things?
Well, you can question all kinds of things. There's just certain things you can't question right now. Those will be different things in the future.
I don't know. Sandy Hook was a false flag attack. I shouldn't be saying this right now. Camo's going to get banned.
No.
Sarcasm.
Yes. There will be a visible tag, sarcasm tag on the screen there.
Please no Bannerino. And let's see. What about Benghazi? What about her emails? Is that video still up?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think to check.
I bet you're going to take that one down.
Do you know how to spell Benghazi?
Benghazi.
Do you have an opinion on that topic?
I haven't done enough research, but knowing some of the people involved, I think some of them are scumbags, so I just hate them anyways.
Very honest of you. Very good. So who's this Vox writer? What's his name? Wine-ass?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever read anything by him or heard his name before, even on Steven Crowder's channel, which I watch because it's funny.
So I didn't check to see if Steven Crowder's channel is still available. Do you know if it is?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
What do you like about him?
He's funny.
Do you know Trae Crowder?
No.
Oh. He's also funny.
So let me clarify for your audience.
Mm-hmm.
No, he is not the best for factual, backed up opinions. He doesn't do the best research. He sometimes has a point, but he's mostly just a funny man. He's a comedian. Like Stephen Colbert, political comedian, John Oliver. I'm not going to them for my research facts either. I'm not going to them because I don't like them because they're not funny. But He's a comedian. And socialism is for figs.
What's a fig?
I don't know. That was one of the main things YouTube tried blaming on Steven Crowder. He had a link selling a t-shirt from his website because everyone does that. And it has Che Guevara, I butchered that name. And it says socialism is for figs, except for the I is replaced by a fig, so it looks like kind of like fag.
Ah, see, I saw that t-shirt and I just assumed it was fags.
Nope, it's figs because something to do with Che Guevara and figs. I don't know. But no, that's hateful. We can't have that.
All right, so I will give you a second-hand opinion here. This comes from our fellow Vermonter, Styx Hexenhammer 666. His position is that really what's the sides that are battling behind the scenes here are big media companies who are threatened by the emergence of basically just sort of crowdsourced journalism and opinion, which you can get on YouTube. And, certain YouTubers are much bigger than whole cable news networks.
Yeah.
And the networks don't like that.
No.
So who really likes industry? I mean, who really likes regulation in industry?
It's hard to put a label on
The
them.
biggest players.
Oh, okay.
The biggest
Sure.
players with the most money love regulation because regulation disproportionately
Regulation that
punishes...
keeps them in power.
Well, any sort of regulation. I mean, there's a guy, you should probably research this guy. His name's Joel Salatin.
You're going to have to write that down and or email it to me.
Okay. He is a Christian libertarian farmer somewhere in the South, but he's real big in sort of the alternative agricultural circles. And he talks about how everything he wants to do is illegal. Like he raises, animals, and he has an outdoor area for the slaughter of those animals. But you can't slaughter animals commercially without obeying the rules that were laid down for big slaughterhouses. So, for example, the FDA inspector has to have his own bathroom. When the FDA inspector goes to the slaughterhouse, there has to be a lavatory for the FDA inspector's sole use. Well, if you're slaughtering cattle on your farm on a concrete pad with a drain in it, with no walls, you can't possibly...
What we did at my uncle's farm, literally in the driveway.
So that was illegal if it was a commercial operation.
I don't think it was commercial.
Right. You can slaughter animals
Theoretically,
on your
even if
farm.
it was, good luck stopping us.
Well, but when you're as famous as Joel Salatin,
Yeah.
and you have all these alt journalist types hanging on you and documenting what you're doing, if you do something illegal, it's going to get out. So I think he wrote a book called "Everything I Want to Do Is Illegal" or something like that. So again, Christian libertarian. Check into it.
Seems like my kind of guy. Everything I want to do is illegal too.
No, it's not.
Nothing I want to do is illegal. Except for maybe get a bump stock. I want that.
What for? What would you put it on?
My AR-15.
You have an AR-15?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you not know this?
I did not know this.
Okay, AR. You do did you not know as a gun owner?
I've asked you before if you own firearms, and you said yes, and I didn't inquire further.
Okay, well, AR-15 is like the most common civilian rifle, so it shouldn't be a surprise if someone says I own an AR-15. Most people own AR-15s, especially in this state.
When was the last time you fired your AR-15?
A couple months back.
Where'd you go? Was there a shooting range, or you just go out in the...
Out in the woods somewhere. Nice with a nice backstop you could see, and then there was hills and trees. It's safe shooting only. I do not mess around with that. Firearm safety is number one. If I don't trust you, I'm not taking you out with my firearms. And if you do anything stupid, I'm knocking you out.
So back to the YouTubes. I mean, we've never left. We've been on YouTube this whole time. But the big players like regulation because it disadvantages the small players.
Mm-hmm.
So, organizations like Vox, they have a foothold or a toehold, I guess, a footprint in YouTube. They have no problem obeying by whatever speech limitations you want to impose. So the push right now
Do they
is...
even have to obey by them?
No, they don't have to, but they have no problem doing so.
Okay.
They would love it if anybody who said fuck on YouTube got booted. Yes. I did. I said fuck on YouTube. Right now, that won't get you booted, but organizations like Fox or CNN or even Did I say Fox? I meant Vox, but probably Fox too. I mean, all the big players would love to have all of the smaller, edgy players have to abide by the same content and behavioral standards as, that the FCC would regulate if they had jurisdiction over YouTube.
Fox News at least pretends to believe in free speech.
Yes, they do.
At least pretends.
It's
That's
part of their
all I
brand.
want. But yes, no. Yeah. It's just like, let's make a bunch of rules. It's hard for... I mean, it happens in every industry. Let's make a bunch of rules to make it hard for poor people to follow. Let's make minimum wage regulations that make it hard for anyone but Walmart to pay employees to do things. It's been happening for a very long time, and that's all they do.
So, when you say this is nothing new, this has been happening for a very long time, I mean, I hear that a lot, and I hear it often as a dismissal of whatever point has been made. Like,
oh, it's not a dismissal. The point being made is completely correct. And I don't like it happening, but what are we going to do about it? Someone tell me what you want me to do about it. I'll join in if I like the idea. It's all like, this is a problem. Okay, got it. This is a problem. What are we going to do about it? I don't know. Complain that it's a problem.
That is a good question because, I upload some videos to BitChute. I don't do it every day like I, would like to if my narrating self were actually in charge instead of my, moment-to-moment experiencing self. I would upload everything to BitChute as well. But I never watch BitChute. I never go there and just scroll through videos to see what's there.
Dude, I subscribe to YouTube Red while complaining about YouTube being a bunch of fascists.
Exactly.
So.
And I had to get kicked off of Facebook. I couldn't bring myself to quit.
Oh my God. Damn. So this is the issue with today's society. There isn't very many alternatives. And then the people that are in charge are making it bad. But then we don't care enough to change anything. And then there is no way to fix this without regulations, which I'm against. So here I am just like,
Conceivably, we could make a difference, like a grassroots sort of from the bottom up difference by just changing our behavior.
Yes.
Not going to Twitter, not going to YouTube, not going to Facebook, but going to the free speech alternatives for all of these things. But, it's the network effect. All the people that we want to interact with are on the big platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And the smaller alternative platforms are, the fringy viewpoints are overrepresented there. And, while we each have some fringy viewpoints, we don't share all fringy viewpoints. So, what'd you say? Yeah. Alt-right? Nazis?
Oh, I thought you can't go to BitChute without being overrun by Nazis.
Is that true, though?
I have no idea. But in my general experience, the free speech platforms, again, what you said, are overrepresenting the fringe viewpoints. Yeah. The extremists that aren't allowed on YouTube, I'll go there because that's the only place they can be. So instead of having an equal representation of these viewpoints and realizing these Nazis aren't actually a problem, they're just stupid people, you get this website that's just a Nazi website, and then this website that's no Nazis allowed.
What do you think of the big demonstrations against Trump in London?
Whatever, dude.
Fair enough.
Oh, no, you don't like the president of another country? Well, guess what? There's plenty of other countries' leaders I don't like. I don't get what you're trying to accomplish. Also, people saying you're not allowed in this country really need to understand worldwide international politics better because you might want to stay allies with the United States if you want to remain a country. That's a hyperbole, a bit. But is it really? I'm really tired.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Just kidding. In conclusion...
Like, subscribe, share, comment.
Dislike, unsubscribe, report for supremacist content. Goodbye.
We're done. All over. All right.